Right, if we could put the short date and learn objective, please. Okay, pause the video while you do that. Okay, and then we'll get the lesson started. Right, okay. So, I think those videos are a really good introduction to this, okay? And I think in terms of solving, in terms of putting these equations into a number line, when you come to do that should be enough. When you come to do the first part of the lesson today, if you're still struggling, just go back and watch that second video again, please. Okay, so let's look at this just to make it easy for you when you're doing them. Okay, use a ruler for your number lines, but you don't have to do the full thing. Okay, you don't have to do all the numbers. So I can see here that x is smaller than 4, so just do something like this. So there's 4 on your number line. X, because it's not an equal to, is going to be an open one. So if x is smaller, okay, oops, goes in that direction. Okay, so don't worry about putting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and your minus numbers. As long as you just go like something like that, okay, that'll be fine. Let's have a look on the next one. Make this line a little bit longer, so I can see here y is going to be y is going to be smaller than 5. Y is going to be smaller than 5, so I can put here 5, and I just need to do the circle, and then but y is also greater than minus 2. So down here I'll just put my minus 2 is greater than or equal to, isn't it? So that's the circular one. So join like that. Okay, so just save you putting all the numbers in between. I'm happy for you to do that because otherwise it's just so time consuming. Right, could we please do question 3 and question 5 on page 48 and 49? Okay, that is obviously on the attachment that I've sent you on the portal. Okay, this is from the Year 9 book. Okay, and so we're a good way into the Year 9 book when we're doing this. Okay, so have a go at those, please. Okay, yeah, draw them out, write them in, whatever you've got to do, and then we'll carry on. When you've done those, we'll carry on with the rest of the lesson. Okay, lots more to do this lesson. Right, okay, so we've got x plus 7 is smaller than 12. Okay, right, so if we've got this, now if we want to solve this equation, we actually solve it in exactly the same way that we've been solving equations before. We use the balance method. I'm going to go over this because some of you may have forgotten. For those of you who kind of remember it really well, apologies. So remember, using the balance method, I just want x on the one side, so I'm just going to do it exactly the same way. Minus 7. Okay, so now I've done 7 take away 7, so I've got rid of that on this side. Okay, so that leaves me with x. I keep the sign the same. 12 take away 7 is 5. So there we are. Okay, x is smaller than 5. Okay, so again I would do my line then after when I have to represent this. Okay, so I've got my 5 there. It's not a greater than or equal to, and then it's x is smaller, so it's going in that direction. Okay, in that direction. Okay, and I'll just go for a couple of so again, so you might then have, if 3y is smaller than or equal to 15, and again we're just going to use the balance method. Okay, so we just want y on this side of the equation. Okay, so remember this is 3 times y, so to get rid of the 3 we have to divide it. We do the opposite, don't we? We do the opposite operation, but we have to do the same on the other side. So 3y divided by 3 is y. We keep the sign. This 15 divided by 3 is 5. So there's our answer. So then we would draw that. Okay, so y is smaller than, okay, we do the dot, don't we, because it's the and there's our 5, and it's going in this direction. Okay, right. And then we'll just look at one which is sort of 8n 8n plus 3 is smaller than 19. Okay, so again, the same thing, we're just going to use the balance method. Remember, with the balance method, we just want n left on this side, so we've got a minus 3 here, minus 3 there. Okay, so that leaves us with 8n is equal to 16. This is 8 times n, so we're going to divide by 8. Do the same on the other side because it's the balance method. So n, yeah, and then we would do our line. Okay, again we do, yeah, so we got our 2 underneath, and it's going to be, so we know n is smaller than 2, so it's going to be that direction. Okay, right, so you're just treating those as if they are normal equations. Okay, then it moves on to, and again, these aren't too tricky as long as you just follow the same methods. So then you can get something like this. So minus 1 plus 2 okay, plus 2 greater than 8. Okay, so we got that. We've got this equation here, and what we need to do here, again, we just need to end up with just y on its own in the middle. Okay, y on its own in the middle. So to do that, we have to take away 2 here, and because we take away 2, because it's the balance method, we have to take away 2 on both sides. Okay, so this is the key thing to remember here. When we've got our y in the middle, okay, with this, if we need to get rid of this plus 2, we need to just be left with y here, or our letter. So we're minus 2 to get rid of that, and because it's the balance method, we do the same to both sides. We do the same to both sides. Okay, so signage stays the same. So minus 1 minus 2 is minus 3. Okay, 8 minus 2 is 6. So here we've got our and then we can again put that on the line, can't we? Okay, so down here, okay, we've got our minus 3, and again, because it's also equal to, so we know y is bigger than minus 3, but it's smaller than 6, or smaller or equal to 6. Okay, and that is our answer there. Okay, so when you're doing those, I'll just do one more of those for you, and one more of those. Okay, so again, let's go with okay, 4 2x 16. So again, we need just to have x in the middle here. So this is 2 times x, 2x, 2 times x, so we divided by 2. Okay, we divided by 2, and that leaves us with x. Because, remember, we're using the balance method, we have to do the same on both sides. Okay, on both sides. So that becomes 2, okay, and that becomes 8. So we can see when we do our line, we've got 2, we've got 8. They're clear circles because it's just because they're not also equal to, when we do our line there. Okay, right, now for today's work, okay, can we finish off then on page 49, question 6 and question 8? Okay, and these are the extension questions. Now I'm quite happy if you have a look at these, and some of you will look at these and you think, well, these are just too easy. If you think these are just too easy, go on to these, please. So you know who you are. If you kind of think, yeah, they're going to be too easy, go straight on to them. For most of us, I would say we need to do these first, okay, and then go into the extension. But if you're looking at those and you're thinking, goodness me, that's just too easy, just go straight on to the extension, okay? Right, good luck with that. We'll carry on with this tomorrow. We'll do a little bit more of this tomorrow, and then we'll move on from there, okay? Right, good luck with that. Bye.